game, perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Owls. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Richard. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UTS UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll set up to throw. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Give to the back. Running to Green. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Roadrunners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. With the catch, it's Smith.
I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. The Roadrunners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody. Dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll run the sneak for it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smith. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
He'll try to pop the draw. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Now, a 4th down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Richard. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. High the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Richard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Grab near the Sticks. It's Smith. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Bunch formation for these receivers. The offense changing the play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. On his feet at the 40. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Messer. Finds a crease at the 20. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The sure hands, it's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Roadrunners in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Holds and fires complete to the right. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Running back searching for a hole. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Messer. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
You know, in a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver, they just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point pusher.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Under fire. He's going to take off. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, the attempt is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Roadrunners will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's...
Touchdown, Owls! And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile. The Roadrunners are in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first. So calm back there. He